Let's begin with the actual donation from the Curran family. What was your reaction when you heard that they were donating 27 acres?
It was an exceptionally generous donation by the Curran family. They've been around Sarnia for a long time, but there's other families that have been around Sarnia for a long time that don't necessarily feel the same way as the Currans do. We were blown away, and it was just an awesome gesture on their part, and it really launches the project in a meaningful way.
Yeah, so speaking of that, how does securing that land outright change the timeline for the BACE project?
It obviously speeds up the project because we don't have to worry about any funding, and we don't have to negotiate with the city anymore regarding the land. We're at very advanced stages with the MECP regarding environmental testing. A full-blown report, I think it's about 130 pages, has been submitted to the MECP this week, and we're anticipating a very positive outcome from the MECP.
That's very exciting. And as far as, let's talk about those funds. So Kendall Ross, the project coordinator for the BACE project there, was at City Council this week, and she was requesting that the $2.4 million previously earmarked for land be redirected to development and permitting costs. At least that was the conversation happening at Council. Yeah. But in your opinion, so why is it so crucial to retain some of that money, and what's the conversation that's been had on your end with that?
Yeah, I think you got a little out of context. What we had asked the city for in the November budget was money for the capital cost of the project, and also $3 million for the land. That was $600,000 a year at over 5 years for $3 million. With the generous donation from the Curran family, we no longer require this money from the city. So what we're saying to the city, keep that $3 million, which you're probably going to borrow, so you don't need to borrow any money now. But the development and permitting charges are going to be approximately $2.4 million. So we're saying, please waive the $2.4 million, which money you'd never have in the first place if we're not going to develop the project, and you don't need to borrow the $3 million. So depending on how you did the math, you could say you're $600,000 ahead, the difference between the $3 million and the 2.4. Or the 2.4 million you wouldn't get if you don't give us permission to go ahead, because we can't bother that 2.4 million. We can't ask any of the people that are donating to our capital campaign realistically give us 2.4 million so we can turn over and give it to the city. So it's basically a waiving of the development and permitting charges. But then the city is $3 million ahead because they don't need to give us the money for the land.